My dream journal, so shut up.
Oh.
You have a dream journal?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Do you dream?
Occasionally.
You need to be journaling it.
What do you dream about?
What day would you like me to go back to?
Monday, September 27th, 2015.
August 4th, 2003.
Oh, okay.
I dreamed I had chicken feet. That's it. Not
Pretty accurate.
It turns out when you wake up from a dream, you can't remember a lot of it. Yeah.
Very true.
So it makes journaling very hard, but I get down when I can.
Yeah, of course. Well, welcome back to the Have You Seen It podcast. Joined here by Cash Kraus and Michael Falk. Did that backwards today, boys, because we're actually lined up a little bit differently.
I know, we're like a fucking news desk.
I know, it's weird. I know we're all set up different for YouTube.
I know, now I got no one to stare at.
That's okay, you can talk forward. That's why I gave you Sully on that table over there, so you can talk to him and make eye contact with him.
That's good. Make him a little more
Just tell him all your problems. He's a really good therapist.
Guess I'll talk to the shark head on the refrigerator back there.
There you go. And I'll talk to myself.
Is that Left Shark?
Like normal.
From
Like
the Katy
normal,
Perry?
Yes. Yeah, it is, actually. Yeah, it's the whole shark outfit. I was anonymously that left shark. That was me.
That was his last role.
You made history.
Last role. They fired me after that. They blacklisted me from Hollywood.
That was your
They
greatest
said,
work.
This motherfucker.
That was your greatest work.
It was. I know. But you know how Hollywood is.
You got snubbed at the Oscars that year. I was very vocal about it.
Thank you. I appreciate it. At least someone had my back. You know.
Well, what are we talking about today? Did you guys see anything exciting this week?
You know, absolutely nothing exciting.
I've been watching the playoffs and the draft.
I've been watching the playoffs.
Yeah,
I
there you
did the draft, but nothing.
Which, can I offer my condolences to you?
Yeah.
I mean,
We don't need to talk about it. We don't
There's a
need to talk
broom
about it.
somewhere here.
We don't have
don't
to
need
talk about it. Are you sure?
Yeah, no,
Do
we're
you
good.
want to talk about
No,
my
let's just talk about a movie.
my team's in the second round and they just won the first game?
Who's
today?
your team?
Who's your team?
Houston.
Michael wants...
Houston.
Houston?
Win.
I should
I've worn that shirt multiple times. You've even commented
you actually
on it.
have. I do know that, yeah.
Why are you a Houston fan?
I like James Harden.
Yeah. Ugh.
Flop City.
Hey,
Yeah.
is he in the playoffs still?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
king of
Is your
flop.
team? What is your
I don't
team?
have an
I mean, my
NBA
team was just
bro.
recently knocked out.
The only one to get swept. Nah, that's cool. I like
Hey,
the
LeBron's
Blazers
coming
too, but
here to Portland next year. We're
Oh,
on the
for
short
sure. They
list.
barely beat the Pacers
Yeah.
today, so...
He's on his way to Portland.
Yeah, for
Gonna
sure.
play with CJ and all that.
He's the missing piece.
He is. He literally is. How
That's all
great
we
would
need.
that be?
we
Hey, listen to
we
this,
never
man.
lose a
I would
game. We
bandwagon
never-
so fast if LeBron came here.
Oh, you'd have
Portland.
to.
Oh,
Yeah, you'd have to. He'd be an
Every
idiot
bad
not
thing
to.
I'd said is just gone.
Yeah.
Gone. I was just jealous. It was the same way with Kobe, you know. I hated Kobe, and then he retired. I was like, damn, I miss watching him play basketball. He's amazing. The only reason why I didn't like him is
yeah.
because he didn't play for the Blazers.
Yeah,
That's
everyone,
it, man.
everyone
That's
hated
literally it.
playing against Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone hated. Yeah, I do miss those Kobe days.
Oh, so do I.
What a guy! Great guy too. Never
Yeah.
did anything wrong.
Never did anything wrong.
Never doesn't have a
Squeaky
flaw
clean.
on his
No,
record.
no.
He was always a good guy.
Yep.
hey, you won an Oscar.
Yes, he did.
did.
And
See,
in my
tied it
book,
back into the
and in my book, anyone that win an Oscar, you're good. You can do anything you want.
Exactly. See, Michael, that's why we have you here, man. You
Bam.
tie everything back to movies.
Yep.
So impressive.
Kevin Spacey.
Yep.
We forgive him because he won an Oscar.
Oscar is like, it's like a pardon these days.
Might as well be.
Who wants to introduce what we're going to talk about today?
Let's let Michael do it.
Yeah, Michael.
Michael.
Let's let me do it.
This is
Yeah,
the movie
shit,
that
this is your
you've
movie.
literally been waiting for your entire life since
Literally.
birth. I guess it's the movie that everyone in the world has been waiting for.
Well, apparently a lot. I mean, there was a lot of excited people in my theater, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
People cried.
Really?
Yeah,
Whoa,
it was
really?
shocking
Incredible.
I guess
That
it was
was-
a little sad also. I mean,
at the end.
yeah, I mean, I could
But
see
yeah, but I'm
people-
not going to cry.
Why?
Yeah, why not, Michael?
We won't need to. Let's not get into that part yet.
Yeah,
But then
I'll
we'll,
tell you
Then we'll
later.
talk about
We'll
why.
see.
Yeah, I want to talk.
But-
I want to know why you didn't cry, Michael.
Okay,
But we'll get into
I will
that.
tell you.
We'll get into it.
But
Sorry.
before, I'm just going to say the title so we get it out of the way finally.
Yeah, it's been 5 fucking minutes. Can someone say the goddamn title?
I forgot it, actually. You guys have it written down?
What was it? It was.
We must have. I don't know.
what was it? Something with an A?
Assbenders.
That's it.
That's it.
Fassbender.
Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender. We're here to talk about
Aliens.
X-Men.
X-Men.
First Class.
Right, that's it. Yep.
Of
That's
course.
it.
Yeah.
I knew it was superhero related.
No, we're here to talk about Avengers. Infinity War, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Am I right?
Yeah.
19,
Right.
19 movies in the making now. Finally gets out.
Yep. And 10 years. 10 years.
And
A
how
goddamn
long time.
decade.
Yeah.
I was 13 when the first movie, when the Iron Man came out.
How beautifully put together this thing was, too.
It was well
Yeah.
done, yeah. I thought
You
it
guys
did
were
what
both-
it promised.
You guys were both scared that it wasn't going to be.
Well, to be honest, what I was thinking they were gonna do is a lot different than what they did do. I was scared that there wouldn't be enough screen time, but they did a good job of splitting
Breaking
them
it up,
all up.
which is pretty sure what I said they were going to do is have multiple points of view.
yeah,
And they did. For the majority of the movie, they had three separate events going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, that's basically what I said.
which is the best way you can do it, and because thank God they didn't do where there was just 15 of them just fighting Thanos.
Well, there was a lot fighting Thanos at the end, but
Yeah, but they still they did a good job of keeping those storylines separate, where it almost felt like it was 3 separate movies, but they were all going towards one
but,
end game.
in the next one, they all got to be in the same place, right? You would think.
No, I don't know. I mean, this. Well, that was what I was
mean,
worried.
how-
That's,
I would think
How could they
now
not
that Thanos
be?
has...
Now that they all realize
that's
they're
what
up
I was
against
worried
and
about in this
everything.
one, that they were going to do that, is have all 15 of them against one of them.
Yeah.
Because it just gets too chaotic, 15 people fighting one person.
Well, we had an army that some people could be fighting the army, so because a lot of those people
Yeah, I
cannot
hope.
stand with Thanos.
Yeah, but why even put him in it then? I'm glad. I mean, yeah, we can just get into it, right?
Yeah.
I mean that was more than just the intro, but yeah, I was pleased. I thought they did what they promised they would do in a really well way. My favorite storyline was Thor and
Rocket and Groot.
Thor and I like Thor and Peter Quill's
Oh.
Star-Lord's dialogue.
Yeah, they're
and
not
their whole-
together
Yeah, that
for
was
very long,
great.
but that was funny.
That was
really
great, yeah,
funny,
because they were like, I don't know, they're two very similar characters, or they're kind of like these beefcake guys, but they're also like kind of like jocks, where they're like airheads,
Yeah.
and they're both like, I don't know, mildly
They're
retarded.
They're not the.
And like the insults
they're not
aren't
the
even
intelligent-
serious. Like they're like,
but they have
undercutting
like
them,
the
not really.
the very worst, like they have the thinnest skin.
Yeah.
like,
Yes.
like, they're so insecure about each other. One's a god, one's a fucking. He calls himself Star-Lord, so obviously he's got some insecurity problems. But yeah, his jealousy was. I thought it was really funny.
Especially when he lowered his voice, and then Rocket called him out on it. Did you just lower your voice? No, this is my voice.
Well, let's just talk about that opening scene.
That's-
The main thought in my head was going in. This was what I was thinking was, man, who's gonna win, Hulk or Thor? That was my whole. That's what I going in the movie. That's what I wanted to see the most was Hulk, and we literally got it in the first 3
scene,
minutes.
yeah.
Yeah. So after that, I was everything else was just kind of extra for me. I was glad that they did that right at the start, and I'm glad that Hulk didn't just destroy him or whatever, but Thor just kicked it, or not Thor, but
Thanos, yeah,
just fucking kicked his ass.
he did. Yeah.
And I liked that a lot too. Yeah, that they did that right out of the fucking gate. What a beating he took.
Yeah, he did.
Beat him so bad that he fucking. Now he's an insecure little bitch. He
I know,
won't
that
come
was
back.
so funny. That whole movie, he didn't want to come back.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Did you guys like that we didn't see Thor at all? The rest of the movie, or not Thor, but Hulk. There's too many goddamn superheroes in this movie.
No, that was the one thing that I was like, I really wanted to see the Hulk again, and he wouldn't come out, and it was actually
Yeah.
upsetting me.
Me too,
I was
yeah.
like, okay, come on, at what point are we going to see him?
It annoyed me a little bit too because if you read the comics and everything, Hulk is one of the only beings that can go toe to toe with Thanos and not be killed.
And maybe
Yeah.
that's why they did that this way in the first one.
In the first one,
Yeah,
so
obviously, I think it was
he's
obvious
gotta
that
come back
he's gonna
in the
have some
second for
big
sure,
comeback
big,
or whatever.
huge thing in the
but
second
yeah.
one. And that's going to be epic. I really think they'll use the Hulk a lot.
I don't know
That's
how it's
better.
gonna be. Is Thanos just gonna get weaker, or is the Hulk just gonna get that much stronger?
Well, yeah.
Well,
I mean, because they kicked his ass. I mean,
Right.
it was whole. I mean, even everyone knew that. Even like his henchmen or his kids or whatever, they're
he
like,
said,
just
"Let
wait,
him play."
let him have
Yeah.
this fun or whatever, and they knew that.
it's entirely possible that Thanos will be without his greatest weapon in the next one too.
Yeah,
Because he totally fries the
yeah,
gauntlet.
so I forgot that he didn't even
Yeah.
have two stones right at the start, right? Yeah.
He only had one when he beat Hulk, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, he took
I
the
feel like
Power Stone,
I
right?
feel like
The
he
first
still
one?
could have kicked his ass without the glove. I mean, yeah,
He could probably fight him. I don't know if.
and
it
he
would've
was
been-
bigger than him
but-
too.
Yeah, well, he's big.
He's like-
He's a titan.
yeah.
Yeah,
so-
Titans are big. Big,
But-
Well, you're telling
Anyway,
me.
going back to that he already had the Power Stone. I was kind of bummed that they didn't show him going in and raiding the Nova Corp for that one. Like that was one of the only problems I had with the whole thing is they didn't show him going and getting that one, and that was the only one that they didn't show him getting. So I was a little confused on why they chose to do that.
Yeah, I thought so too. I thought you could have opened that up with like a 2 or 3 minute, or even like a quick flashback of him like fucking people up. You know?
Yeah, because
But-
they wouldn't have stood a chance against him. So
Right.
it would have been super quick. It's not like it would have added a whole bunch more to the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe there was something
It had to have been
Yeah,
cut,
yeah,
right?
yeah, that's what
They
I'm
had to
thinking,
have been like that. Had to have crossed their mind
because
don't know.
I like their intro a lot, and I could definitely see a movie where that was the intro
No,
of them going in. And
I did like the intro
Yeah.
because that plays off the end of Ragnarok, which
Yeah.
I listened to our Ragnarok episode and I said that I thought that was Thanos' ship at the end.
yeah, and I like that got right into it, and that kind of showed you immediately it set the bar for how kind of dark it was going
Yeah.
to be the entire time.
But
and the slow kind of piano playing music. Oh, it
the
always
score.
gives you the hint at the start. And they play that like
yeah,
the Times New Roman type. You know, it's gonna be a serious film.
but they also the only other question I had left on why they chose to not put something in it was so we're chosen to believe in pretty realistically that the beginning of this movie comes directly off the end of Ragnarok. That is Thanos' ship coming to invade theirs, right? So where the fuck is Valkyrie? Because they gave her such a big intro in Ragnarok and wanted to make her this big title character, and everybody loved her.
Yeah,
And they don't even say anything or show her being dead or
but
nothing.
it wasn't just that. It wasn't directly after Ragnarok, right? Or I guess did they go?
was.
Into Shadow? Yeah, I don't know. That is weird.
They were all in the ship.
And I was thinking we're gonna see Carl Urban too.
Yeah.
I thought
I
we're-
didn't see. No, he died.
Oh, he did die. Oh, I thought we were gonna see
Korg.
Korg. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
That's
that would
another
be
one.
awesome to see.
Where the
Korg
fuck was
again.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't. The only person it showed that, well, besides Loki and Thor, was I can't ever remember his name. Idris Elba's character.
Yeah.
But wasn't the director of Thor? Didn't he play Korg?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it was a scheduling conflict or something.
I don't know.
I just don't think that they ever.
But I thought the
what-
Valkyrie thing was weird.
They shouldn't have showed. I don't think they should have shown Thanos' ship at the end of Thor, because then at least you would have got that they were in
It's
space at some
possibly
time, that they were
that they
floating
coulda got
around. They
away,
could have
yeah.
got somewhere and stopped somewhere, or let whoever wants off.
Yeah.
They can get off.
The way that it's portrayed now is that everyone that was with Thor at the end of Ragnarok is dead
yeah.
except for Thor.
Yeah.
And
So
Hulk,
those characters can't come back, really.
apparently.
Well, yeah, it'd be ridiculous. I mean, yeah, because the ship blows up, right? So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't see.
I don't see them not wanting to put Valkyrie in the next Thor movie, though, if there is another Thor movie.
Yeah, I don't see her not. I thought it'd be cool if she came back in the second Infinity War and did something, but
Yeah,
I don't
but
think.
I don't know how.
I guess
they're
we got
gonna
our
pull
first
that
death.
off now.
Yeah, we got our first deaths a lot earlier than we thought. But that was. I really liked the scene where Loki died.
Yeah, so do I.
I mean, yeah, finally. Hopefully he's fucking dead.
Yeah.
But I like that we got a death right at the start.
We got a few of them.
Even though from a character that we predicted was probably going to go.
Right.
But I like, and his death was awesome too. The choke and then the.
Well,
Yeah,
he
discolored,
either
too.
had to die or be Thanos' bitch, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like
He
his
chose
pet or
to
whatever. Yeah.
do
Yeah,
some-
he chose to actually be good though.
which we talked about in Ragnarok that he was gonna go out with one final good deed, and that was gonna be it.
Yep.
Now, is he ever gonna come back? Who knows? It'd kind of suck if
Oh,
we
we
never
can
see,
talk about theories.
if we never
towards
see
the
him
end, but
play
I have
Loki
one.
again.
I don't
'Cause he
think
was
so.
amazing.
I don't think he's coming back, man.
You don't think so?
If he does, then it just gives no weight to deaths at all.
Well,
because he's died.
you
How many
know-
times has he died?
Well, yeah, but here's the thing.
You know, everyone in the end's coming back.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
so
Yeah.
that
Exactly,
already hits it. That
Well, I know.
besides maybe Vision, he could be dead for good.
I know.
Yeah, Vision's done.
I know characters. I know the characters that are gonna come back though, and I know the characters that I think might not come back.
Well, Spider-Man and Black Panther and all the Guardians. are
obviously,
definitely
yeah,
coming
you're gonna
back.
have another Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, for sure.
They
You're
already are
definitely
talking
not-
about that, and they're already talking
Yeah.
about Volume 3 Guardians.
Right.
And there's 100% going to be another Black Panther.
Yeah, you
So-
Of
never.
course,
Yeah.
all three of those.
That
yeah.
that was kind of the issue I had with the end. Is like they're trying to play it off to where they're broken up and the half of them are dead or whatever. They should have used half of them that we would not know if they actually are going to come back, because we know that these people are going to come back because we
Yeah.
already know there's movies in the works, and most of them have just been introduced. Like there
Right,
was
that's true.
just a
Like
Black Panther
Spider-Man.
movie.
Yeah.
Spider-Man just joined.
Right.
If you were gonna do it, you should have killed off people that we would have been like, oh shit, they're gone and they're not coming back.
Right.
Even though that
I-
we knew they were gonna come back, though, I thought that there was still some weight to the deaths, though, because we didn't know who was gonna die towards
Exactly.
that end. So
Yeah.
at that end, you could just feel the tension in the whole theater was like, oh fuck, who's gonna
Yeah.
go?
Yeah, who's going?
I had no idea Spider-Man would.
neither
Would
did
not
I.
think they'd kill Black Panther.
No. And I
No
like-
way, because I know there's a lot of people coming to see this movie for Black
Oh, yeah.
Panther. A lot of people. But yeah, so I don't know if that might hurt them in the second one. Where even though he's coming back, when is he going to come back?
Yeah.
Right
Right.
at the start. Hopefully not. But
It won't be right at the start. Probably like
Yeah.
midway. But getting back to the Black Panther is actually the first one we see die, and I really do like the way they did it with him helping that lady up, and you can see that somebody's starting to fade away, but you think it's her.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
Yeah.
Black Panther's gone.
both
That
of
was
them
blew
fucking
my
crazy.
mind.
Yes, it did.
I was like, oh shit.
Dude, that scene at the end, it hit me in the heartstrings. The
That's
Peter
where
Parker,
everybody
Tony
started
Stark
crying.
scene.
That's when everybody.
Yeah, the
started
Peter
crying.
Parker and
All the
Stark
way,
scene
he's
were
like,
I thought was
I don't
the
want to
best.
go. I don't want to go.
Because
He's
that was
sorry.
like a
Yeah.
father-son thing,
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that and he's only like 16 years old. So
know.
Yeah, and the whole reason he's there is because of Tony Stark.
Can we just talk about how dope that spider suit is?
awesome as shit.
So cool. I
Yeah,
love the
you
legs.
can
Iron
finally get the
Spider.
legs, yeah.
So sick. Do you think that'll be like the new kind of Spider-Man, or do you think that was just for the Avengers?
That's just for space stuff.
It's gonna be just for the
It'll just be
yeah,
whenever
for
he
sure.
does Avengers work.
Yeah, because that suit has 1,000 other gadgets,
Oh,
so
hell
it'd just
yeah.
be able to make it way too complicated if that
That's
was
true.
if he was wearing that for everything,
Yeah.
and he'd be able to kick and Spider-Man goes up against common criminals and stuff.
Right.
Even the suit that he got in Homecoming had way more than he
Than
can
he
handle.
did.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. I like Spider-Man being your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Yes.
I don't like him having all this technology and stuff. I'd rather have him just the regular suit and whatnot.
And gosh, I really love Tom Holland.
Yeah, he's
Tony
great.
He's
Yeah.
so hilarious. Every single time, every scene that he had, like when he's swinging through, picking up bodies.
And again, I was surprised when I
It's
saw him. I was surprised when I saw him that early in the film.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
I-
that consistently,
I was
too.
and I was surprised at the characters that I see. Obviously, we knew that Thor was gonna come and see the Guardians because
Yeah,
that was in the
'cause
trailer or whatever, or a movie or
The leaked trailer
Yeah, that
from
was it, yeah.
Comic-Con that only Comic-Con people were supposed to see, yeah.
Of course, it's never that way, though. Ever.
yeah. I'm gonna get
No,
my
but
fucking hands on that.
talking
Video.
about-
It's out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can trust. I'm gonna.
To go along with the leaked information, Tom Holland wasn't allowed to read the script for this movie.
Yeah, 'cause he's a
because
dumb
he gave
fuck.
away so many
Yeah.
secrets of Homecoming. I
Yeah.
thought that was hilarious.
Yeah,
That's
don't let that guy anywhere near a script because he
No.
will fucking blow it.
Yeah.
And I do not want to know. Oh, another.
Did you guys accidentally find anything out before going and see this, or was everything a total surprise?
Everything was a total surprise. I didn't get on my.
No spoilers got to
No.
you? That's good.
No.
I was a little bit worried because
Yeah.
I wasn't going until a later show on Friday night that something was going to pop up on Twitter or something.
Right.
that
Yeah,
was-
no, I didn't. No one spoiled it for me.
But
Oh
I
my
also
God.
went Thursday night at midnight.
Yeah, so
12:30.
you didn't have much
so
Oh
I didn't
yeah,
have to
no,
worry
I
about
went
any-
Friday
Uh,
afternoon.
My brother accidentally got spoiled on something. He he watches like Twitch people and those guys like live stream stuff.
Yeah.
And somebody on there accidentally started talking about that, and
What an idiot.
like just the beginning. He said something to the fact that Loki dies, and he's like, "Oh shit, no, he doesn't. I wasn't talking about it."
Oh
and
no.
my brother was like, "Oh fuck." So like, but that happens within the first 2 minutes of the movie, so
it's not like
it's not a huge thing, but it's still kind of like, oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, no, nothing got spoiled for me, thank God. Even though, I mean, yeah, no, I was surprised throughout the whole thing, really. That's something that I really liked, was being surprised about. Because, I don't know, I went into it thinking, oh, I'm going to know this whole movie for sure. And what I was worried about, remember we talked about, I was at least worried that it was going to introduce Thanos and he would already have all the stones or whatever. I like that they did it where it was kind of a thing with him going and getting all the stones and showing how he did that. Besides the Power Stone,
Yeah,
of course.
which was weird.
I thought his kids were fucking awesome, especially
Yes.
that old creepy
so
guy.
good. So good. That
Yeah,
was
and we were talking about.
best part.
I can't remember what we were talking about on the podcast or off of it, but we were talking about how the Avengers don't have like an anti-team like the League of Doom or whatever.
Right.
This was kind of like their League
bit.
of
Yes,
Doom.
it
Yeah.
was. Yeah.
They're all dead now, but
And that's
Yeah, they're all because obviously in the end it's just gonna be Thanos. But
That's kind of what I meant though when we were doing the predictions and stuff. When I was saying that maybe they'll have like different sectors, different bad guys
Yeah.
for Thanos, and that I like how they did that though with the children.
I'm really glad that they did it that way to see it. And then each of the kids were really cool too. They all had like a different personality, and the old guy was fucking awesome. They were powerful too.
Yeah, they
Wasn't
were
it like-
surprisingly. Yeah,
I know, they were
that
seen
one guy
by-
was like using the Force. He's just slicing things in
Yeah.
half with his finger.
Ebony Maw, that was him.
Oops.
Yeah, I liked him and Doctor Strange's back and forth. That was really cool.
Yeah, I know we kind of had like a fucking wizard off.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was awesome.
it's like Voldemort shit going
Yeah, it
on.
was
He did look a little bit like him,
a little
honestly.
bit. Yeah,
that's what I was thinking the whole time. Yeah,
And God, how creepy was the religious undertones under that whole thing? I just kept thinking like Protestant days when they used to execute people and read like Bible scriptures and stuff. Like it was really eerie the way that they did that. You know, like you are dying for Thanos. You know, even though
Yeah.
you're death, and it's just like, ugh, that's creepy.
The
Well, that's
creepiest
what
part is
makes-
how everyone was like the same intro to everything. Like
Right.
it was like scripted. Like, oh, you're
Yeah.
so welcome. And like everything. That's the creepiest part. Was like how many times has he said that?
Mm-hmm.
How many planets has he came down and said that before half your fucking population
half-
dies?
yeah.
Yeah. How did you guys like Thanos as a bad guy?
I think he's the best one by far in any
Really?
any superhero movie we've ever had.
I think,
Besides maybe Heath Ledger's Joker.
right.
but
Well, yeah. I think visually,
that's just performance wise.
yeah, I think visually, I think is the best one. Visually, I loved everything. Every single time Thanos was on the screen, it caught my attention.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, I just want to give a quick DC. That's how you have a fully animated bad guy.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Take
So,
notes.
Do
Well,
that.
How you do it, and and they did a good job of making him more human.
well,
You
yeah.
know, where he wasn't like Steppenwolf, where he was just
Yeah,
this
that's what I
giant guy
mean.
yelling fucking
Right, it
biblical passages,
yeah,
and he's like
pure
just
evil.
hell bent on it. Yeah, and that's the whole thing that was going through my head the entire time, was just comparing Steppenwolf to Thanos, and it's night and day for sure. I mean, it's one. Even though I did have some problems with Thanos, and a lot of people thought, obviously because he is completely CGI. So I mean, he's not gonna be perfect, but whatnot.
I
But
didn't
yeah,
think it looked bad.
no, I thought it looked
It's
good
not
for
like you can just
CGI.
paint a guy purple and have him be thin. He's got to be fucking massive.
I mean, you could but you could definitely you could for sure have done practical effects up close and then CGI when he had to fight. But yeah, it was really good. I thought it was really good CGI. But I like the human aspect of him too, how he was, kind of broken or whatever.
When he killed Gamora.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty
that's
much what I was
pretty-
getting at.
Well,
Yeah.
Gamora.
Speaking
yeah,
of that,
was nuts.
Yeah.
That's the most shocked I was when we had
that-
a little friend pop up from the first Captain America movie in Red Skull.
I know.
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
crazy.
cool.
I was like, what
I was
is
like,
that?
oh,
Why?
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whole theater was just like, oh. when
I
that
know.
happened.
I was like, whoa, all right, that's a throwback.
I know. I don't know. Yeah, what a random character to have.
I do like
But it was
I do
cool.
like the makeup of that character though. It's cool
Yeah.
looking. I mean, it's evil looking. But
Yeah,
it's cool.
Red Skull. Red Skull's fucking awesome.
That's the one that's
I wish he would have got more of a movie
yeah.
to himself or whatever. What were we gonna say?
So why is he there now? That's the one thing I didn't understand. He was protecting the Soul Stone.
Just because
He was
he
guiding people
yeah.
to it because
that was his punishment
And-
for trying to
yeah.
get the whatever the one he
He-
was, the Tesseract.
Yeah,
Oh,
he tried to
okay.
use it with his bare hands, and mortals
Yeah.
aren't allowed to handle that.
I see.
So it's presumed that he died, but he actually gets transferred to that planet, and his punishment is to guide people to something that he wanted, but
But
is
never
never
be
going
able
to
to
be able
get.
to
Yeah.
achieve.
But I know,
makes
but
sense.
why him? You know the Infinity Stones have killed other people.
Right.
Why did he get that shit job?
Yeah,
of,
no kidding.
Of all the people, because people have always
I'm
tried to
guessing
wield it
it's
or whatever.
because he was like the first, because he was in the first, quote unquote, first Avenger. Captain America was the
Yeah.
first one. He was the villain to the first one, so
Yeah.
that's supposed to be like the start of it all. So he was the first villain, basically.
Even
that's
though
what
these Infinity Stones have been around for 1 billion years, there had to have been someone
Yeah,
else
but-
that tried to wield them at some point.
Probably, but not in this cinematic universe.
Yeah, but I just thought, obviously, I didn't think there was an actual reason for it. Obviously, I think they just did it as a nod of him being
It was cool,
the
though.
first War.
Because you see this giant cloaked Grim Reaper thing, and then
And then Red Skull. Yeah.
totally
You're like,
don't expect
so
the person
weird.
to even have a face, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh shit.
yeah, that was, very random, I thought.
I really like the because we were talking about Gamora. I like that scene where she Thanos has got the reality stone already at this point,
Oh yeah.
and he's talking to her and doing all that, and then she stabs him with and it does the flashback to how she got the weapon.
Yeah,
And then it kills Thanos.
it took me about
Yeah, that
12
was
seconds to
awesome.
figure out
Oh,
that
of course.
But between that 12 seconds, I was like, oh, that was fucking easy. Yeah, and I was like, and then I immediately think, oh, well, obviously this is not happening or whatever. Does that mean that he must have killed the Collector?
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
maybe. I mean, the Collector could have been working for him, which is what we thought in the predictions thing.
Didn't he pin the Collector down?
No, that was all hologram.
that was all fake,
reality
yeah.
fake stuff.
And remember, it goes
'Cause
out in
remember,
the...
he disappears when everything
duh,
starts
that's
going.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, so he might not even be.
What it
there
made me
at
think
all.
is obviously the whole place is fucking destroyed. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
what made me think is I'm guessing they just killed him and took it or whatever.
Yeah, that would be my assumption. Or he just.
Because I don't
got
know
the
why they
hell
would.
out of
I don't know
Dodge,
why they
just
would.
left it for
What
him.
goal they would have to keep him around. And Thanos fucking hated him anyways. He said he was. Yeah, he hated that he collected species or whatever. Thanos.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, I mean that's
Doesn't
what
have
I.
much of a choice.
Yeah,
He's dead.
that's what I thought. But Benicio is fucking locked in with Disney
Oh,
now.
my
He
God.
is
Between Star
locked,
Wars
yeah.
Star Wars and Marvel.
I'm good. I'm
Marvel
glad
and-
though.
Yeah.
You can't
Oh,
pick
he's
you
great.
can't pick a better guy to have
Of course.
play a character in all of your movies because he's a great fucking character actor. What else? What other scenes you guys fucking love or enjoy? I guess we didn't really talk about Gamora's death very much.
Yeah, we should talk about that relationship with Thanos. I thought that was one of the highlights of the film was kind of their relationship in the build-up and obviously the climax to what actually happened. But I thought that was really good build-up all the way because you got a sense of like why she loves him but why she hates him too. And vice versa. Like why he's so close to her.
I thought they didn't build Gamora's character enough for me to care as much as I thought I was supposed to care when she died.
Not based on like
Not
the
based on
Guardians
the
movies?
first two Guardians movies, yeah.
Oh,
I just
Yeah,
feel like
I wasn't heartbroken when
Yeah,
she
either
got
was-
pushed off.
either was
I
I.
was like, ah, shit.
yeah, we saw that
Well,
she's
yeah,
this
so
big
that-
weapon.
like in tears. Like, Gamora.
No. Yeah, but I didn't think that they did build enough off the first two movies for me to care. Because obviously that was supposed to be a very,
Honestly,
very
I
big moment.
care about more about Nebula than I do Gamora. They gave her like way more of a backstory and shit.
Yeah, they did. And she seemed like a way more interesting character
Yeah.
to me than I thought also.
So you mean when she was getting tortured by Thanos,
Yeah, I felt bad for her.
quote unquote?
I didn't really feel bad for Gamora.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Hey, that's fair.
And how fucking awesome she came, Nebula, she came back to the ship to try to kill him. She's a fucking badass.
Oh, hell yeah, she's a badass.
But, yeah, and that's what I agree to. I don't think I would have been sad either if he slow motioned Nebula into the cliff either. But yeah, I just didn't think that had enough of an emotional impact on me that I was supposed to. It was a good scene. It was well done, though, the slow motion, and it lasted a lot longer than I thought it was going to last.
Yeah.
He slow motions, drags her to the side. Yeah, bro.
It seemed like everybody in the theater was kind of shocked when that happened, but as soon as Red Skull reveals that you have to give up whatever what you love most, I was like, he's going to kill Gamora.
I agree. It seemed like people were shocked in my theater, too. People were, as soon as he said, a soul for a soul,
what else do you think that means?
I knew immediately, I'm like, why else would she be with him or whatever?
Yeah,
I mean, it's so obviously that he's going to. And it makes me wonder, why has no one done that before? Although I guess no one can wield the stone, right, without the glove. Mm. Speaking of glove, let's talk about Peter Dinklage character.
That was awesome. Yeah.
I couldn't believe they did that.
Dwarf.
A giant dwarf.
Yeah. I got to tell you guys a story. It's not bullshit. Another bad experience in the theater. 12:30 showing Thursday. Lady would not quit shutting up, and she was like, "Bitch, doing all that kind of stuff." Like, oh my god, she did not just do that. Oh my goodness, did not just do that. Over and over, a guy got up, looked her right in the face, and said, "You're pissing me off." Walked down and sat in the front, down in the very bottom. Awful experience.
Did she shut up after that?
No, but then Peter Dinklage. This is why I'm bringing it up. Peter Dinklage comes up. She goes, "Oh my God, that is the little man from oh my gosh, I can't remember. What's that show? It's the one with the dragons and stuff. What?" And she's doing this the whole time.
Good Lord,
right
man.
next to her friend, and she's 2 rows behind me the whole time. And she's like, "I don't know." And then she kept calling him a midget after that. And I was just like, okay, now you need to just
now
shut
you're
the hell up.
culturally
I
insensitive.
wanted to just look back and be like, "It's Game of Thrones. Now shut the fuck up, please."
Good Lord.
should have. You would have been a hero.
People to do that in a theater.
It's like, it's a big event. There's a bunch of people in this theater. A guy just walked up to you, literally. He walked up to you and
yelled
like,
at you.
"You're pissing me off," and walked down. And it's like, you just have no common courtesy for anyone else. You just want to try. But here's the thing. The first time she goes, "Bitch," because one of the love scenes or whatever in the movie, she got a little laugh out of the theater, but just a little one, and then she just pressed on the whole
she
time.
got that little
Yep,
she's a
just
comedian
got a little taste
now.
of that comedy.
That's why you never
She
laugh.
just thought
You
it was funny.
don't encourage
No,
someone when
never.
they outburst, even if it's
Never.
hilarious. Yeah. Well,
So anyway, Peter Dinklage. We'll talk about
Yeah.
his character. Yeah.
We've established now that Mason is the reason why things go wrong in the theater now.
Yeah.
Because the only times this happened to me,
Is when
Mason
you're
was with me.
Yep. Your only bad experiences.
yeah, I never have problems.
I don't when I don't go with him.
I know,
It's
yeah.
perfectly fine.
I mean, I have,
Joke,
obviously, but
Like,
never as bad as that.
My experience with this movie was amazing. Sold out theater, every single fucking seat in the whole thing. Downstairs, upstairs where I was.
Oh, that's
and
gotta be
nobody
cool.
upstairs was eating or drinking or messing with anything because they were glued to the screen.
Yeah.
Everybody would clap and cheer every time something big was revealed. I think the first one might have been when Captain America shows up.
Yeah.
That I'm not a huge Captain America fan, but that intro was pretty dope. I'm not gonna fucking lie. But I really like when the audience is just so into it. Now they got a little bit too into it and was sometimes clap a little too long and I couldn't hear what was going on.
All right, now dial that
that's
shit back.
frustrating, Yeah.
But yeah.
That's how it was for me in The Force Awakens. Sometimes the claps were too long where it's like, okay, shh.
It's like, okay, you
Try
can
to watch
woo
this, yeah.
and do a couple claps real quick, but then shut the fuck up because I'm trying to hear what's going on. But everybody was super cool, and I thought it was really interesting that even upstairs where people go to order some dinner, basically, everybody was just, they weren't eating, they were just being super quiet. And the lady that works there, the one that knows us by our faces all the time.
I know.
It's people haven't been ordering anything for this movie, and when people have to go to the bathroom, which is pretty rare, they are sprinting to the bathroom, yelling, I'm sorry,
that's
the whole
so
time,
funny.
and then running back. People did get up a few times, which I was like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
You can't hold it for 2 hours?
Yeah,
Come
no
on
kidding.
now.
I have a question for you guys. Were you guys shocked about the Rotten Tomatoes score? It's
little
currently
bit.
sitting at 86.
A little bit. I kind of
Yeah.
figured it would be higher.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to get into ratings right now.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
were you just initially shocked?
I wasn't shocked by it. No, I mean the other Avengers movies got worse than this. I'm
Yes,
pretty sure.
true, but all the Marvel movies that have come
well,
out
and
over the last year have been up in the 90s.
And can I say I'm
Yeah,
honestly
but this
not
was
a
a
huge fan of
task a
those.
lot daunting than any of those other ones. I mean, this could have been definitely easy screwed up, but yeah. I mean, the user score was like 96.
Yeah, it was very high.
I mean, I wrote down our predictions when we did it, that what we thought Rotten Tomatoes were going
Right.
to give
I
it.
had like 95 or
You had
94.
94, 91, and 93.
I won.
You won, yeah. But
Well, if
technically,
this
if
was
we're
The
playing
Price
The
is
Price
Right, nobody won.
Yeah, which I believe I announced that last time, so
You said Price is Right rules. I didn't hear that
I
shit.
did.
No, he did.
we'll have to go back to.
I would have went lower if you guys both been 90s. I would have went like I could have gone.
Here, let me
one.
pull up the
I could've-
instant-
You could have
I could have
gone
gone
one.
I
one.
could pull up instant replay right now on this thing.
I expected it to be in the low 90s. I didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, that's still a good score, but it's just, I don't know. I looked at it right before I was just like, oh, I haven't even checked to see what it's been getting.
Yeah. This was one of my favorite superhero movies of all time. I thought
Yeah.
it was awesome. Like, I really enjoyed every single scene, the storyline, and everything. And even, like, you guys talk about, like, knowing what was going to happen, even though, quote-unquote, you kind of knew that Thanos was going to get the stones, the way that they did it surprised me almost every time. And even, you know, when he did get the stones, the ending surprised the hell out of me, you know? So I thought they did a great job. I was very shocked to see it at like mid 80s. I definitely expected at least low 90s, but it is what it is.
I thought they definitely could have used more Captain America in it. It just felt like to me that he was just in it and he didn't have a real big part in the story or whatever, which is weird because you think Captain America's like their main guy.
See, but
He did not have very many
That's
lines
why
in
I
this.
didn't have a problem with it, because he's so over, like, used in everything else, and honestly, he's not gonna be the one to save it this time.
He's
So-
a character to me though that has been built up where at first I didn't like him, but over time I think his storyline to me he's the most interesting character almost in the Marvel universe for me. And I really like because he's out of place. Everyone he's ever known is dead. He has a really really interesting story. He's all broken. He's got this crazy weird relationship with Bucky.
I think he'll
Who's
be
like a
featured a
farmer
lot
now.
more in the
Yeah,
next one,
I
obviously.
think he will
but
too.
I want to say this. Like, I'm the biggest Captain America hater. This is the first movie where I actually really enjoyed the character, because he's not this goody-goody, says and does everything perfect kind of shit.
I've really been on the Captain American train since Civil War.
I love
Civil War a lot. Civil War is one of those movies that really just blew my expectations out of the water. But yeah, which to me I think is the best Avenger movie.
Even over this one?
It's close. We'll do our ratings at the end, but it's
Okay.
definitely close. Yeah.
Because leading up to this one, I think I had said before that Civil War has been my favorite.
And let's just say another way that they did such a good job of giving the characters divided screen time is they had a lot of characters not in it. I mean, they didn't have Ant-Man, which is weird.
They really only had two people
Yeah, that
not
was
in it,
weird.
right? Ant-Man and Hawkeye.
Yeah, Ant-Man. What was their excuse for having Hawkeye in it?
Family. That was the...
So he really wasn't in it. Everyone was like, why is he not in the trailer, man?
Yeah.
Everyone was like
Yeah.
pissed off.
That was weird.
Yeah, and he's just not in it. Makes sense. Thank God.
That is
I
weird.
guess,
though.
but
I
at the
wish
same
they-
time, it's like the universe
I
is
wish,
going
like-
to die.
Right,
when
you have
and
family
you
problems.
got two heroes not coming to protect it.
I wish at the very end it would have just showed like flash to Hawkeye's house and he's in bed and then he just starts like floating away. He disappears.
Yeah, why didn't they
even
do
after
that?
like not
that would've been
even
cool.
yeah even
Even
after
an
not
after-credits
even
scene.
after not fighting or anything he still ends up dying.
I think that I thought it was weird that Ant-Man wasn't in it at all. But
I know Ant-Man like they
I
could
have
have
a-
really used Ant-Man.
I have a
here.
feeling that Ant-Man, the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp movie that's coming out in a couple months the end of it is going to somehow tie into this.
Maybe that's what they were doing during the Avengers movie or something. You think?
So they just scheduling conflict couldn't get him in. And
No, I'm talking about in the universe.
Oh,
That-
yeah,
that
no,
was
that's
going-
what I'm
that
saying.
was going
It's going to be
parallel
going
in-
on at the
during
same
Avengers,
time, and
yeah.
then the end, something's going to happen, and Ant-Man's going to realize that, oh, shit.
Yeah,
something's
he's gonna look
going
on TV.
Yeah,
or something.
something.
And see
Or maybe he
aliens
fades
crash
away.
or whatever.
Or the Wasp fades away, something.
Oh yeah. I guess they could do that. I think she will fade away. If anyone fades away, I think it's gonna be her. Because that'd be weird to not have Ant-Man in the first one, and at the end of
not
that,
have
just
him-
show him
yeah.
die. And be like, oh, all right, we're never
Yeah,
gonna
that
see
would
him
be
then.
weird. But I actually really like Ant-Man, so. And I was super
I do too, and
skeptical before I watched it because I was like, Paul Rudd is a superhero.
I fucking love
I don't
Paul
know, but
Rudd.
he
He's a
fucking
treasure.
nailed it.
He's a treasure.
He's amazing.
Yeah, he's awesome.
So when Wanda and Vision, they obviously get ambushed. Did that scare the shit out of you that first? Because they were just talking normal.
Yes,
and then
I think
out of
I
nowhere-
jumped.
I jumped so bad, dude. I
don't think I did.
It was
I
so
was like, oh,
embarrassing.
shit.
I think I was the only one to jump too, but I was like, oh my god.
Because I totally did not expect two thugs to come after. I thought that
Right.
they were going to be doing something and like Captain America would show up and be like, hey, I need you guys.
Exactly.
Whatever. Because I figured the first time that Vision was involved in a fight with that kind of stuff, it was going to be Thanos because he was coming for the stone.
Yeah.
Vision, just like fucking Martian Manhunter, spends most of his time wounded throughout
Yep.
the entire fucking movie.
Yep.
He is the Marvel Martian Manhunter.
100%.
He probably has the most best
Yeah,
power.
he's like
the
one of the most
strongest
powerful people, but he's
But
always
he's-
fucking hurt.
He's constantly like trapped in his own head or something. Like it's some.
He's the Andrew Luck of the
Yeah.
Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't think don't think Vision is coming back.
No.
Which isn't
it's-
super important to me. I could take it or leave it. Their whole storyline of them, falling in love or whatever. I just didn't think that was.
Yeah,
I just didn't think I need.
It's interesting though because Bruce Banner is totally convinced that if you sever all those things and pull it out, that most of him will still be there.
Yeah. So did she get done?
Did she get done? And when he turns completely colorless, that's how he looks in the comics.
Oh, really?
He's not red in the.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, he's not gonna die. No one ever dies in this universe.
I mean, he got a giant hole in his head because Thanos just stuck his fingers in there. But
I know, man.
don't
That's an easy way.
I would not be bummed if he did not come back. If he did come back, they better do it in some kind of crazy way that is good. But
Yeah.
his body
hopefully.
didn't fade away, right? It was still on the ground.
No, it was still on the ground because
Yeah.
it was examined afterwards.
Yeah.
And he's technically not a human, right? I mean, he's
No, he's an android.
he's
No,
android. So
yeah.
would androids do half of androids fade away?
No.
That's a good
That's
point.
true.
I mean, I don't know if robots like. Is your eye vacuum? The little vacuum robot, is that thing gonna fade away? Is any sentient like?
That's a good point. I don't know.
What'd you guys think after they got ambushed and went to Wakanda? How'd you like all those scenes?
I thought that what they were trying to do was like make each of those scenes like feel from that part of the movie. You know what I'm talking about? Like when it showed Wakanda, I thought they were trying to make it in a like Black Panther-esque way.
Yeah.
And when it showed Guardians of the Galaxy,
It showed it-
It made it
Yeah.
do it like
Yes.
you felt like, and I thought they did that, and I thought they did a pretty good job at that.
So did I too.
With the Guardians of the Galaxy, and because remember we were talking about like though they never played music and Marvel in
The first time we
movies.
see
Yeah.
Guardians,
Yes.
And I'm so
Rubber
glad
Band
that
Man.
they at least, Rubber Band Man, which
That
I
was
was
amazing.
very happy to hear. But I still wish we would have gotten more though.
Yeah.
I mean, even though
So
that was a
did I.
great intro, but I thought they did better with that, the acting like is part of the Guardians of the Galaxy universe when Thor was there, than when they were in Wakanda. Because I just felt like, I don't know.
Thor seems out of place in Wakanda, is what you're saying.
Yeah, kind of. And it just didn't have the same effect on me as watching Black Panther did. Like when I was watching Black Panther and, it shows Wakanda and then gets the drums going or whatever, it gets
Yeah.
you fucking pumped, right? I just didn't have the same effect on me. Although it did get me pumped when the other tribes were there and that one big guy was.
Yeah.
I liked whenever he yells, I get pumped.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Mason?
That the axe that he brought down. So like that huge scene you're talking about Wakanda, but he slams it down. He kills like 100 of those beasts. I was like, why doesn't he keep doing that? He
Well,
just did it one time. And
Why
that was
didn't
it.
Why
And
didn't
he
they
just started
dig
fighting.
underground at the start instead of sending all their bad guys remember they're all just hitting the wall?
Oh yeah.
And then they send those drill things under.
Oh, yeah,
Why did they
it's like,
drill
why
the
did
very
they do that
start?
the first time? Yeah, good point.
I mean, because
Forgot
those
about
things
that.
immediately go right through the wall. So I'm like, well, they spent a lot of bodies just like hammering the wall for nothing. But I mean, that's
Yeah,
a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Villains
She
don't.
said we have blood to spare. So
Yeah,
they
villains
spared
don't.
it.
Oh yeah, they definitely spared it. But I
Yeah.
thought that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, for a movie. I thought they did I thought this was just gonna be 2 hours of just a fucking punch
Fight
fest,
scene?
you know.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
I was pretty happy when there was scenes in between the fight scenes. Although there was enough fight scenes to
I thought the
Do my
balance
fight
of
if-
fight
yeah.
and dialogue was phenomenal.
Yeah, that's what
and
I
it
thought
starts
too,
out
yeah.
right away in a heavy scene and shit.
yeah.
I mean, from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie, it's like nonstop.
Yeah.
Something amazing is going on the screen. There's no bullshit at all.
And in the Marvel, esque formula, they did a good job of balancing that comedy with the dark.
did.
Although I thought it was weird that Thor was like right after all of his people were murdered and whatnot.
He was kind of happy.
I thought it was like
yeah.
he's
That-
real
yeah,
fucking
that's-
nonchalant about
Yeah,
this.
about
That threw me a
all
little
his
bit.
people are
dying.
dead. Yeah.
That threw me a little bit too.
I
Yeah,
just-
because they just did that whole big thing at Thor Ragnarok, saving all of his people from the
And now all of
planet,
his people
and now
are dead.
All of his people are dead.
Literally within hours?
Yeah, so basically all of Thor Ragnarok was for nothing.
Yeah, exactly. And it was like, and but he was like joking with Star Lord and everything. Man, he's taking this pretty fucking good.
Good, yeah, all things
For
considered.
seeing his last family member die, I mean,
Yeah, he had a really good scene.
I just
with
think that was an
rocket thing.
error. Yeah, exactly.
That was a
yeah.
really good scene between them.
And I really like seeing the scene where maybe some people might have thought it was cheesy, where he had to open up the star gate or whatever to get the laser beam through.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like that scene a lot. Yeah, and I like when Groot put the axe together.
That was
too,
cool.
and, yeah.
Now that
Groot's
whole-
some fucking big shot, dude. He's like an angel or something.
Yeah,
he can pick
he
up the
is.
axe and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was weird when Thor like knew his language.
Yeah,
and they did a
just he
good
just
joke where
knew
like
it.
he took a semester
Yeah.
of Groot at high school or whatever.
But I mean, at the same time, it doesn't. I mean, I didn't have a problem with it because Thor's a god. He should probably know.
Oh
how
yeah,
to
no,
talk
I
to
didn't have a problem with
anybody.
it. I thought it was funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought it was
I
funny.
wish he would have gave more information on who Groot is
Yeah.
and who his people are, because I don't know if fucking Groot knows. But I liked teenager Groot too, even though he's
He's a little brat.
He's a little prick.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
I
What
read
was he playing again?
Defenders.
Defenders, handheld, which is some weird 80s shit.
I know, which totally reminded me of Ready Player One.
Yeah, for sure. Anything else? Is there any scenes we forgot to talk about?
Oh shit! One of my favorite parts of the whole movie, when Iron Man and Spider-Man save Doctor Strange, and they're like trying to come up with a plan, and Peter Parker's like, "Oh, have you ever seen Alien?"
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't talk about Doctor Strange at all either.
No, I liked him. in
Him
this
and
movie, too.
Tony Stark have a fucking goatee off.
Yeah.
Yeah, their characters work well together because
Yeah,
they're
they
both
do.
obviously think they're the smartest men
Yeah.
in the room at always.
And I really like seeing Cumberbatch as Doctor
Dude, he's
Strange.
I
amazing.
fucking
think
I
he's really good.
I love Doctor Strange, and I like that movie a lot also. But yeah, he's fucking powerful too. Doctor
Very.
Strange, even though he gets his ass kicked by Thanos' kid or whatever, who looks like he could be Thanos' grandpa.
Yeah, that's
I'm like, how old is
different,
that?
but-
Yeah, everyone other kids are like 30s or something, but then this guy. Yeah. Should we give our review?
Yeah, we can give
Or
our
is there
review.
anything else you guys want to talk about? We're looking at the. Oh, tell me about the post-credit scene.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Do you
'cause
not
I-
know anything
Oh,
No,
about
I
it?
don't know.
anything about
No,
it?
no. I didn't look it
I
up.
didn't see it, but I looked it up.
Yeah. I
Okay,
didn't-
so finally, after 10 minutes of credits, it shows
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury, Samuel Jackson, and that lady that I don't even know if it ever really says her name.
Captain Marvel.
No, the lady that was with him, his like right hand person. The lady that I thought you watched it.
No,
Or
no,
did
I
you
didn't
re-
watch it. I just
Oh.
read up on it.
The lady that's like his co-captain and all the shit, the agent.
Oh, from How I
How
Met Your
many
Mother.
yeah, Colby Smothers. They're driving. They're just driving down New York City, like I can't remember if somebody's like talking to them or if they are talking to each other about it, but they know something bad is happening, right? And they're driving, and then all of a sudden, all these cars start crashing into each other, and there's a helicopter in the back room that goes all wacky and crashes. So they get out of the car, and they're like, "What the fuck's going on?" And you realize that people are disappearing, like the same way that all the heroes did. and then that chick disappears. So he pulls out this thing from his pocket and he's trying to type something in, and the hand that he's typing within starts to disappear, and his last words is "mother," and then it cuts and he starts fading away in that
Samuel's signature line.
They finally gave it to him. So he dropped what he was holding.
You know, he tried to get that in on every
movie. Yeah.
And I'll say motherfucker right here. No, Samuel, don't do that. Are you guys sure? It's my thing.
That's probably what he did with Star Wars. They compromised with a purple light.
I always do it. People love it. No, Samuel, it's not that kind of movie.
So the thing that he was messing with falls to the ground and it zooms in on it. And you see this little screen. It's kind of like a pager, but more like futuristic looking. And it says sending. And then the sending finally goes away. And it pops up with a logo on there. And it's Captain Marvel.
Oh.
Batman.
So he's calling Captain Marvel for help.
Well, about fucking time. Where's he been? All that.
She,
of course. Never mind. My bad. Larson. Yeah. Yeah, well, where's she been this whole time?
Well,
that's what we're going to find out. Yeah, that's what we'll find out.
Her movie is coming out.
Are these superheroes seeing New York get destroyed and not like immediately coming there?
Yeah, that's what I don't like.
What's
about
their
that
issue
shit,
about the whole?
I mean, hopefully it.
But that's how it is in comic books.
Yeah,
like one person's city will be destroyed and only that person will come. Like only Superman protects Metropolis. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's gonna lead us into Captain Marvel, which is Ant-Man and the Wasp and Captain Marvel, the only two Marvel movies coming out before. Well, not the only two Marvel movies, but the only two in this universe coming out before the next Avengers, which is already complete, by the way.
Oh, it is.
They filmed that.
That's what we thought, right?
They filmed that directly in line with this one to like appease everybody's schedules and shit. They just did it all at once.
You got to do it Lord of the Rings style.
Filming for this started January 2017 and it ended January 2018. A whole year of filming those two movies.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
It's a lot of time.
But it took 3 years to film Lord of the Rings. All three of them. Isn't that crazy?
That's even
They literally had to move their entire family to New Zealand.
That's so nuts.
Well,
like their kids grew up there because of that movie.
Robert Downey Jr. had his furniture shipped down to where they were filming.
I fucking bet he
did. Hell yeah, he did, yeah.
Asshole.
Could you imagine?
That's such a Tony Stark move to do.
That's why he's the best Tony Stark.
Yeah, because he is Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Just not a super genius. And Tony Stark never had a bad cocaine habit.
I'm pretty sure that the next Infinity, or it's not, I don't know what it's going to be called right now. Its title's Avengers 4. I'm pretty sure it comes out next year, so we don't have to wait too long.
That's nice.
Because, they can't really. I mean, everything is
on hold, basically, until we get that second film.
I hope it's on Infinity War 2.
Well, that
because in Infinity War, doesn't that go on forever?
Initially, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's what I thought that it was, because I remember a long time ago when everything started being talked about all the stuff that was coming out, and they do that post where it shows every movie of Marvel coming out. Yeah. It said Infinity War Part 1, and then a couple down the line it was Infinity War Part 2. So we always knew that it was Part 2, but when this one finally came out with trailers and stuff, it doesn't say Part 1.
Part 1, yeah. It's true.
So
it'd be weird. I don't know what. Yeah, I guess it is just a tagline, so they could Avengers.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember who said it, but somebody. It might have been the director of this one. Like gave a hint at the title and said something about it plays on the heart of the movie or something like that. So gave like some kind of clue about it, but I don't know. We probably won't know. When do you think the trailer for this is going to come out?
Summer.
Around summer? Really? I was thinking around Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess because it will come out in May, right? Yeah, it'll be. We might get a teaser in summer.
Teaser in summer?
Yeah.
Well, what's
Comic-Con. We'll get a teaser. That's in June. We'll get a teaser in Comic-Con.
There's no.
But they won't show it to anyone.
There's no Marvel panel at Comic-Con this year.
Oh, really? Is that the first time they were?
Yep.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
Something's coming up, boys. That's why they're trying to keep it on the down low.
No, they're going to end up doing their own Comic-Con or something like that, or having their own something. But that's weird that they wouldn't, because that attracts a ton of attention to them.
Inhumans isn't until 2019. Didn't we hear about that like fucking 3
They had to
years ago?
reshoot a bunch of shit.
Oh, they did? Oh,
Yeah.
that sucks.
Or no, they didn't. It was
So we're not
New
getting.
Mutants that
New Mutants.
they had to reshoot a bunch of shit.
Isn't
Yeah, that's
Inhumans the
never
X-Men
good.
scary one?
No, that's
New
New
Mutants.
Mutants.
Oh, okay. Well, why is that not on here?
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Must be a standalone, not part of
Venom's not on
No,
there either.
New Mutants isn't part of this universe.
it. Well, right, I know, but I figured they just would have it on here to... I'm just trying to look at the Marvel schedule, movie schedule coming up.
That's all. I think those are all the movies that are connected to the Avengers.
Yeah, they got a lot of ones
Yeah.
unreleased, though.
New Mutants
No
is like
title.
it's almost like
Untitled.
it's like Fox.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be on there. Yeah.
It's X-Men stuff. Sony. But
Another
Yeah.
thing I thought was weird that I had to complain about was Thanos gets the glove, right? Gets all the power and whatever, but he's still fucking punching people. With a snap of his fingers, he can stop everyone. Why is he still hitting people?
Because he likes to be in the action, Kraus.
I know, but at that point, hey man, he's supposed to be this guy that's like all business, right?
Right,
Fast as possible.
yeah.
He has, 1 stone. Okay, he can still keep punching. 2 stone. I mean, you're controlling 2 aspects of the universe at this point. Once you get the time one, I mean, that's fucking game over. But he punches a lot. I'd be using that fucking glove. Wouldn't you?
You guys could have 1 stone in your possession. Which stone would you choose?
Oh, the reality stone.
Really?
For sure. You can do anything, man. You can be in your own world.
How about you, Michael? I've got mine. I know mine for a fact.
Time would
probably
be good.
time.
Yep, mine's time without a doubt. That's the coolest stone in my opinion.
Why? What could
Because
you
can
do?
travel time. You can see the future. You can see the past. You can see every.
Can you travel through time, or can you only turn time back?
No, you can look into the future and you can turn time back.
You could just look into the future, yeah. So you
You can't
travel.
live in the future.
Right,
you
right,
can
right,
look
right.
into the
right,
future.
look into the future.
And you can't live in the past either, right? You can only.
You can turn time back. I
What's
don't know
the
how
limit
far.
on that?
I don't think it says.
Does it come with like a manual?
I don't know.
Because I mean, yeah, could he just turn time back and just kill all these Avengers in their crib
yeah,
or
exactly,
whatever, and
yeah.
never have to worry about fighting them?
Did you think it
That's-
was weird that Doctor Strange didn't use it to like turn time back
Yes, I thought it was
and
weird.
then get like a plan together?
Well, I thought it was
Remember
weird
he
because
said
they were
there's
drawing
14
attention to how weird it was too.
Right, and he said there were 14 million whatever ways with which he looked in the future of how they could win, and he only saw 1.
Yeah, I'm talking about way before that though.
Oh, way
Before
it
Thanos
all.
even shows up,
Right.
why didn't he like turn back time and be like, okay, I'm gonna assemble the Avengers and we're gonna come up with a plan before he gets here?
That's a good point.
But he made it clear that he did not want to use it. I mean, it's not like he just didn't use it. He just didn't want to use it,
Yeah.
right? Because at one point,
Absolute power
at one point,
grabs.
even Thanos says, "You had your greatest power, and you didn't even use it." You know, because he
Oh,
he
yeah.
didn't,
Oh, that's a
true.
good point.
he didn't want to
yeah.
use it. Yeah, he didn't want to use it at all. I'm guessing it does do some kind of danger. There's some kind of negative energy where you use it and something bad, it's gonna happen. Because don't they all take something away too every time you use it or something?
I'm not sure.
I thought it drains you or does something. Because obviously we saw what happens to the Red Skull when he tried to use it. He's the fucking Grim Reaper now.
Series of unfortunate
So have you
events
guys
for him.
figured out Doctor Strange's plan? The one way that they could come out of it? I figured out part of it.
I thought they did it. I thought that was the plan that they tried to execute.
No, him giving up the time stone was the plan. The
Yeah.
only
Oh,
because the only way to stop him is for him to get all of them first and use them so that he can't use them anymore. If they would have kept trying to play keep away, he would have still had 3 or 4 stones to keep using against them. Now he can't use any of them against them.
Why?
And there's still half the team left to fight him.
Why can't he use it?
Why can't he?
Because the gauntlet's broken.
Oh, yeah, I forgot
And
it.
that's the only way to wield all 5 at the same time.
How hard is it to get another gauntlet?
Yeah,
Well,
no
he'd have
shit.
to go back to the place and
Oh,
have
what
that guy
Peter
help
Dinklage
him.
was
Yeah.
to build to make him another one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which is
shit. Which is where he's headed.
Dunzo.
Oh no, that exploded, didn't it? All of it.
No, it didn't explode, right?
But
It's-
somebody's
it's
got
no,
to
that's
hold.
right.
fired it back
Somebody's
up.
got to
That's right.
hold it open though. And he accomplished what he wanted, so I don't know if he will go back and get another one.
So what? He just has the Infinity Stones and that's it?
I don't know. We don't see him after.
I know. Why
it shows the glove broken.
Why would he not just kill all the Avengers and then do kill half of
Right.
everyone?
Yeah,
right?
I
I mean,
know, right?
why
You
not
could
even
sacrifice a
risk
few.
it and kill all the Avengers with a snap of your fingers? You're never gonna get that chance again,
Yeah.
obviously.
Though he did have respect for Tony Stark. Which, okay, that's something we didn't talk about.
Yeah, that was a
Were
great
you guys
scene.
fucking surprised that he didn't kill Tony Stark? Because the whole time I was like, okay, I saw this coming. Tony or Captain America's dying in this one. I was very
I
shocked
thought
to
that
see
one
it.
of them was gonna die, but
Neither died.
but-
yeah, that was a big thing. I
Yeah.
just realized that.
I mean, I didn't realize it at the time, but I thought about this a little while ago. If they were going to kill one of those two, they would do it in front of the other. They would not have them totally separated
yeah.
and not know. They wouldn't be like, oh, by the way, Captain America got killed 2 weeks ago by Thanos.
Well, like my prediction,
true.
they're gonna die in each other's arms.
Well,
like
they're
I've
gonna-
always
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
for
going to
sure.
die together.
They're gonna die holding each
They're
other.
not going to die totally separate apart. So that's
Yeah.
I wish I would have realized that so I could feel smart when I was watching the movie, but
Yeah.
Well, did he think that he killed Tony Stark? 'Cause-
no. They wounded him with
but,
this
but
thing.
he thought he was gonna die, didn't he? Because he said, "I hope your people remember you."
He was going to
was
kill
going
him,
to
and then
kill him,
Doctor
yeah.
Strange said, "Wait, I'll give you the stone if he
Oh
spares
yeah,
life."
right, yeah. I mean,
And then,
should have
right
killed him.
before he walked away, he's like, I respect you or whatever.
Yeah.
As a human.
Well, that's obviously gonna end up biting him in the ass.
Yeah.
I mean,
for
he's made
sure,
a
yeah.
lot. He's made a lot of mistakes. But I did like, and I like the very end where he goes and he does have, the sunset on last time.
Moment,
Even
yeah.
though he looks like
Yeah.
he's fucking mortally wounded. I mean, he got that big axe to the chest.
Yeah, that's not an easy wound.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's something I'd like to maybe you guys have an explanation for. I was a little confused as the power to the axe, like why the star was significant. What is that weapon exactly?
It's the new
Stormbreaker.
It's just his new
Yeah.
it's his
New hammer.
Okay.
I was
that's what
really hoping he was gonna
assumed.
fucking wield that with two hands.
Yeah.
Instead of one, I want him to get big on that thing,
Yeah,
choke
just
up on
swing
that
it,
bad
yeah.
boy, yeah, and just swing for. I want him because it looks like a battle axe, It doesn't look like
Yeah,
a
it does.
single-handed. But he's holding. I really want him to get behind that thing, just take it, just fucking chop down
Yeah.
Thanos like a tree.
I'm confused about that power though. So that his axe is able to combat the Infinity Stones. He's able to fight against it. That weapon.
Yeah, his hammer would have been able to too. Also,
Really?
if it's yeah, it's whatever.
But that also confused the shit out of me because if
he's the only
hammer
one that
could
can
fight,
wield it though.
The hammer that
Yeah,
if
can
the
fight-
hammer could fight the Infinity Stones, why
Not
did
his sister?
Hela be able to just shatter it like nothing?
Maybe that's because they're both gods from the same dimension.
Maybe.
And because
I
and because I think
That's my only.
I think Thor could have broken the hammer if he wanted, because he can wield it. I think maybe she could wield it also, so she
Right.
was
She
able
just
to
decided to break
break it. Yeah, because he's obviously more dangerous, with it.
With
yeah,
it.
and she
Understandable.
wasn't gonna
Okay.
wield a hammer or whatever. But
That makes sense.
yeah. But now now he's the only one who could, except for Groot, who picked up the hammer. I don't know if it counts because it wasn't together yet.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
Oh, you did? When I saw that, I was like,
I knew he put them
the
together.
new Captain America is gonna be Groot.
Did it actually come off the ground, or was it just when they put the handle on it and
He picked it up, put it together, and his hand was still holding it, and they chopped his hand off, and
Yeah.
he held it the entire time.
But he's able to regrow.
Oh,
it
I know
back.
why. Because the only reason why nobody else can wield the hammer is because Odin put that thing on it that said whoever, he did the whole spiel thing and put the magic spell on it so that only people who were worthy. Nobody did that to that thing. They just made a weapon.
So anyone can pick
I
up.
think
yeah.
so.
Well, he's fucked then. Then we're gonna see Captain America wield it for sure, if
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
possible, for sure. I just thought it was because Groot was some fucking god or something. so-
Vision could wield the hammer. He picked it up.
And it just show how strong, obviously, Groot is. Where it's a wooden handle, but that thing ain't breaking.
No.
He's taking big swings
he
on it.
is.
I mean, that's a tough piece of wood. It's impressive.
It is.
Got anything else?
Should we give her ratings?
I don't. I do have a little piece of news though, some unfortunate news that I texted you guys about, but I'd like to make this public.
Oh shit!
Movie pass.
Mason's gonna go off
No,
now.
I'm not going to go off, but I do want to forewarn people because I didn't even get an email. They changed their terms of service.
Did you
so-
try to see it again, or did it?
Yeah. No, I went and they were like, you can't use it anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, on the app. And I was like, what? Like, I didn't get a common courtesy email or nothing. They just changed their terms.
Oh, on the app they said that. So you didn't go up to the movie
No.
people and they just
No.
like, okay,
Yeah.
that would have been embarrassing.
But
Oh, it would've been
were you
extremely
at the
embarrassing.
theater to see it and had to turn around and come home?
Like,
Did you show up expecting to go in, pull that up to check
expecting
in?
to see Avengers? Yes, I expected.
So
to
you
see
were there?
Avengers. Yes, I was at the theater.
So what'd you do? Just turn around and go home
No,
pissed?
they gave me a free ticket
Oh, really?
because I was like, my movie pass doesn't work. I didn't realize what had happened. I just was like, my movie
Oh,
pass isn't
really?
working. And they were like, okay, well, for this time we can give you an Intimate one. I was like, well, I have rewards. You guys can take it off that if you want. She goes, no, it's okay this time. I understand, because she thought there was an issue with the app because she had another person come in and have the same issue. So the theater actually thought in turn that it was just the app fucking up that day. And then I got a text message from my cousin Richard, who told me about the terms of service change. And I go, what? And I got on the app, and sure enough, yeah. So even though they're selling it that way, that you can go see your favorite movies over and over
Well,
again.
they
I saw you
did.
guys
Now they're
screenshots
not. Yeah.
of their tweets and everything. And now they just changed their service, so now you can only go see that movie
Yeah,
one
you
time.
sent me that, and I
did you go on the
I
Movie Pass
immediately-
website since then?
No, I have not.
Because I bet they updated it. I don't think that they would
But
be
I mean,
still
No,
promoting
they
it
are.
as.
They took it away.
Yeah.
They took what away?
The ability to
saying?
watch it more than
No,
once.
I'm saying, but are they still
don't-
advertising
No,
it
the
as...
thing he
Yeah.
sent was from last year or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wonder what their website, if they're saying
Has
it. Or
now,
they're
but they
just
didn't
lying.
send
Oh,
an
it
email
does
out
say,
to
yeah.
any of us. They didn't let us know. They just changed something that was super major. But my point is that was the selling point for me as to invest my money into this movie pass, was to be able to actually see the movies that I want to see
More than
whenever
once?
I want, once a day. That's what they sold, was once a day you could go to the movies, and now they just change it on
Well,
you.
you can. You
pisses
just
me
can't
off.
see the same movie now.
Okay, but how many movies come out in a week, every week? 1 or 2, right? You don't get 7 new movies at a theater every single week.
I'm guessing there
So,
probably
kind
is
of bullshit.
7 to 8 movies playing at a single theater at once, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but once I've
mean,
gone
you would have to go
I've
through
gone to
all of
4
them.
Yeah, I've gone like 7 days in a row, and then there's nothing to watch. But there's
I can use my movie pass to see Avengers because I paid for my first ticket. Because
You could
well,
anyways. You
technically
could
I
just
could
get a different
use
movie.
mine because I
Yeah.
got free admission to it.
see,
so.
but doesn't Cinetopia have assigned
never
seats
mind.
for the bottom too, or do you just go in and pick one?
No, it's a sign.
So
Yeah, it's
you
a sign.
can't do that. Then.
Yeah, I guess you couldn't go. Or
You couldn't do it at Cinetopia because you
could-
go in there and somebody might buy your seat and be like, "Hey, you're in my seat."
you could definitely do it if you went like during the day.
Yeah.
Because there's like 4
Yeah,
people. And
you
no
might have
one's-
to move once, but yeah.
But I'm not.
Yeah, but I mean, when I go, I've never been to Cinto during the day where there's been more than like, I'm talking about early afternoon, where
You
there's
guys-
been
I
more
would-
like 5 people.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised though for this movie if there was kind of a lot of people.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
now I mean, even a week later, you're probably safe at seeing it at noon
Oh, for
on
sure.
a Tuesday.
Yeah, because even Star
Yeah.
Wars, a week later, I went and there was half of the theater. Yeah,
It'd
it
be
was
pretty
full,
shitty if there's only 5 people in there and the one seat you picked. Someone came up like, "Sorry, guy, this
Sorry,
is my
bud."
favorite seat. I
but-
always."
Yeah.
Because I went and saw it in the afternoon. There was a few people, but I didn't go. I didn't sit in my assigned seat. I just went and sat up there, fucking loose
rebel.
cannon style, Han Solo style.
Nice.
I always sit
play
in
by my own
assigned seat.
rules.
That's coming out next month. I'm actually getting excited for it a little bit.
I'm more excited for Deadpool, but I'm excited for Solo
Yeah,
too.
Deadpool looks really cool.
I'm really excited for Deadpool too.
Yeah. That'll be exciting.
Fucking Brolin's and everything now.
And he's got it made.
Yeah,
with
he is.
shit. How about that,
He's in
man?
one of the best movies ever, too.
He's in 2 Marvel movies,
Oh, yeah.
playing 2 very main people.
Yeah.
Well, he's gonna be in more
He's
than
playing
2.
2 bad guys, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool. How many guys get to do that? 2 completely different bad guys, too.
in the same universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
never.
that's nuts.
I'm more excited for his portrayal as Cable than I am for his as Thanos.
Well, yeah, because Thanos is it's just like his voice. It's not like
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, but it is him. He acted all of that out, just with animatronics.
Yeah, but
on.
it's not like a person. You know,
Oh,
he's not
person
trying to
bad
be a
guy. Yeah,
person.
Yeah,
But it is, yeah. But did they mocap the whole thing? Motion capture? Because I
yeah.
thought
'Cause he was in the suit.
and
the
I
whole
thought
time.
I thought Thanos resembled him.
His face
yeah.
did a
Just
little,
like
yeah.
him,
So that's still acting. I mean, that's still.
Oh no, he
yeah.
was there on set. Like when they were
Yeah.
doing the Thor scene and he was picking him up. He's
Yeah.
there, and he's just in all that
Yeah,
crazy
I
CGI
mean,
stuff.
talk to Andy Serkis. That's
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
that's
what he
fucking
does.
acting.
I'm not-
Don't
It's
call that not
acting. No,
acting.
I didn't
fucking
say it
acting.
wasn't.
He'll have your
I'm saying
fucking
that
throat.
he's not being himself.
Right. No, I understand what you meant. Yeah.
He's
He's
gonna
able
be
to actually be a different bad guy because it doesn't necessarily look like him.
Yeah,
'cause
exactly.
He's technically a Titan and not a human being.
boom.
I got it.
I'm still a little
Not like
confused on
when
the
they
whole thing,
decided to
but-
make Captain America from the fucking Human Torch. That still upsets me to this day. But
Yeah, and you know what? If you would have brought that up, I would have never remembered that. I would have never tied those two
Does
together.
it me
but
because they're
that's
not
very
even in the
right.
same universe? I mean,
but they were supposed to be.
thank God they're
If the
not. Those
Fantastic
movies were
Four
shit
would have been
bullshit.
good, they would have been in.
How many times?
but
does
he would have never been
Fantastic
Captain
Four get
America,
brought up
though.
when we talk about fucking the Avengers.
Every time because it's super important and they need to figure their shit out.
I know. So.
They
Maybe
did
that's what
figure their
Marvel
shit
used to
out.
work.
Like
That was more.
if they don't figure that out, I
Fantastic
don't.
Four.
That was. They had the.
Oh.
Marvel made that.
The second one, right? They didn't. The first two.
No, well, yeah,
the
it
first
was
two were
Fox or whatever,
Sony.
I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
it was Sony. Yeah,
Yeah,
one
the
that
first
just
two
came
were
out.
Sony. I don't think the one that just came out was.
There's no way that's Marvel. There's no way a movie tanks that bad if it's Marvel.
It might have been Fox.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh yeah, but
The
they're
first 2
they're
were
Marvel
Sony, I know that. But.
characters though.
Right,
They're not
no, I
DC.
knew
That's
that.
what I thought.
No,
Yeah.
I meant the rights for the movie. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought I was saying they figured it out after those movies because they just made fucking hits after Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
That was their
Oh, you're
two.
talking
That was
about
their
the
two
originals.
stinkers. Yeah, and then
yeah,
they
yeah.
figured it out. I mean, they haven't made a real bad movie since.
I can't think of one.
I mean, yeah, and a lot of their movies haven't been perfect, but like Iron Man 2 wasn't great. Iron Man 3 wasn't great.
The first 2 Thor movies weren't that great.
Yeah, in my opinion. Ugh. No. Well, let's fucking rate this.
All right, let's do it. Who
Who's
wants to
going
go
first?
Okay, I'll go because I'm gonna rate this clearly from. I'm not gonna rate it as like a entertainment or anything like that. Clearly from a fan who rates superhero movies, I guess. For me, I love this. This was one of my favorite movies, Marvel movies. It's pretty close to the top. Like it's touching Thor Ragnarok. I gave this super high score. For me, I gave it 96%. I loved it. I loved the storyline. I loved everything about it.
Didn't you give Thor 100?
Yeah, I did.
So it's not that close then.
No, and I mean 100
4.
is yeah, it's 4.
I mean, it's pretty close.
Yeah.
I think you actually gave Guardians 2 higher than that though.
I did. Yeah, I probably did. But see,
We need to start like
I don't know. I might have liked this more than Guardians 2, though. Honestly, I really like.
we
this
gotta
one a lot.
start like make a poster or something of all our scores so we don't like accidentally fuck ourselves on that kind of shit.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, anyways.
Well, I'm inconsistent anyway. If you listen to this fucking podcast, you'll realize I'm the most inconsistent one here. So what does it matter?
I try to think about what I've rated around it and play off that effect.
All right, you want me to go?
Let me guess, 73.
You're close. Flip those numbers. I think you got my
shit.
score. 37. Hated it.
Are you?
No.
I was like, what? Are you serious?
Like I said, I thought it was one of the best Avengers movies. I think I do like Civil War more than I like this, but just barely. I like both these a lot. But I like Thor Ragnarok more than this. And I think I like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 more than this also. I gave it an 89. I thought they did exactly what they promised to do, and they did it in a smart way. They didn't do it where I thought it was just going to be 15 characters fighting one guy.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that they split it up because, I mean, they could have easily fucked it up by doing that. Mm-hmm. And I kind of thought that was kind of what they were promising with the trailers. But then they surprised us by not doing that and splitting it up into like 3 different stories. It might even be more stories than that because you had Scarlet Witch. And, I mean, you had a lot going on, but it never felt like you were lost or anything. And I thought there was the perfect amount of action in it too. I saw some people complaining about that it wasn't just 2 hours of punching. But I like that there was good dialogue and a good mix of action also. All right, Michael.
All right. I thought that they had the most amazingly perfect balance of action and dialogue, perfect balance of all these different characters in there. I was never once taken out of this movie and been like, well, this part's boring as shit. Right away, immediately I was drawn in. And honestly, I was upset when it was over. It could have gone for another hour and I probably wouldn't have noticed. I was so into it. This is probably
It was a long movie, though.
Yeah,
It
2
was
hours
long.
49, was
It was long, but it could have kept
Okay.
going, and I would probably not even have noticed because that's how into it I was. And I started getting scared. I was like, "Oh shit, it's almost over. What's gonna happen?" But
What's gonna happen? You're gonna go home.
I don't.
Were you that scared?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen?
I don't like when I'm into movies that much and then it's over and I'm like, "Oh shit, I want more."
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's what you want movies to do. You want them to make you want more. That's a lot of want in one sentence, but
It is a lot of wants.
You know why I think I rated this so high too? Is because I always gripe and complain about superheroes and the heroes never dying. There's no consequences. For the ending of this movie, there were such high stakes. And even though in the second one we can probably predict the same thing, but again, Marvel has this way of telling stories and also you knowing the ending, but still keeping you surprised, and on your toes. And again, at the end of this movie, I think that's why for me it just really shot up because it was not what I was expecting at all.
no, me neither.
And when it happened, I go, wow, I really like the direction that they took here. And it kind of summed up the first movie while leaving you with so much more and wanting more and leaving the theater going, oh my God, I got to wait a year and a half for the second one,
I was super surprised how they left us. I figured that in this one he would get all 5, but I did not figure, or all 6, but I did not figure that they would leave it like that's the final thing. He gets all of them and goes through his plan and now half of everyone is dead. I did not figure that that's how they would leave it. I figured they would leave it at a point where they were trying to stop him from using it once they got. I didn't expect it to be that fast. Like he got it and bam. But
I'm glad he did use it immediately, not like do some big fucking monologue for 15 minutes or whatever. It
Well,
felt
I
more
just kinda
realistic to me that
figured-
he got it and then
I figured
did it
there would have
immediately.
been, he would have had to do something. Like when he got him, he would have to do something to make it happen. But
Yeah.
he just snapped his fingers.
Yeah, it was like you said, when he happened, he could. Or who said it was a Gamora? Who
Gamora.
said it would be just a snap of
and
his
it
fingers.
was.
He literally snapped his fingers.
Totally got lost on what I was going on about. But my rating was 98%. I loved this movie. It's by far my favorite Avengers. And, I mean, it's titled as the third Avengers movie, but I count Civil War as an Avengers
so do
movie
I.
because they're all in it. And I liked this one more than that because it just totally blew my expectations out of the water. I figured it was going to be good, but I did not expect to be surprised by shit that was happening on the screen.
Totally.
And you mentioned that you liked how they're starting to the heroes don't always have to win. And looking back now, you can definitely tell that the movies that have come out before this, they were trying to lead up to the fact. So when that happened, it hurt, but it didn't hurt as bad because we've seen it.
Right.
Like Thor lost everything in the end of Ragnarok, and we still loved that movie. Black Panther, it didn't end in as bad a way, but you kind of rooted for the villain in that story a little bit because you understood his ways, why he was that
Why
way.
he was,
Yeah.
because of circumstances.
Yes. So they built you up to knock you down, basically. And I liked that they did that. They're starting to take some real chances, and I think that's how they're gonna keep improving these. And hopefully, we never get tired of them. Hopefully, they keep shocking us, and they can keep going.
Yeah.
I know that James Cameron doesn't want it to, but did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that.
James
Yeah,
Cameron, biggest
ironically enough,
fucking-
when there's 6 avatars going to be in the making.
What did he say about it? Oh, that it was
He-
overconvoluting the.
Oh, he said that he
market.
hopes that everybody gets over the superhero movies soon. I'm like, bitch, why don't you not take 12 years to come out with Avatar 2 then?
No, he has 4 avatars in the works right now.
Yeah, well,
Slated for
also
each year.
when the first one come out? 2010.
Ooh,
I'm pretty sure I was still in high school.
And Avatar
Oh, yeah,
to
we
me
were,
is
yeah.
like the Marvel universe of sci-fi. I mean,
Yeah,
that's like the most
exactly.
CGI. I mean,
Yeah.
if people start getting sick of superhero films, they're gonna start getting sick of Avatar.
Oh, they'll get sick of that way faster. Because how many shit can they possibly do?
Okay, but
with
hold
that?
on.
I never saw Avatar again after I saw it in the theater.
I still have only seen it once.
It has no playback value to me at all.
I don't think so either.
No,
honestly.
no. Unless you're seeing
own
it in
it,
the
but
theater.
I've never watched
I saw it a few times in the theater, which I'm glad because it's an experience to see in the theater.
I've only seen the whole thing once.
Yeah.
Wow, you guys wouldn't want to, you guys don't care about the sequel coming out?
I'll see it in the theater.
I'll see it.
Yeah, I'll
but
see it.
I'm not like, oh my god. You
No,
know?
either am I. That movie didn't need a sequel.
No,
It didn't.
that's why I'm like,
That-
what the fuck's he gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got 4 more, and there's like a game coming out now too, and
It's like a bunch of shit.
it's becoming and like Disneyland is doing an
Huge
Avatar world.
land. Yeah, which I didn't get that.
Who-
I
no,
was like,
how
just
much-
make the Star Wars land bigger, you fuck.
How much call are we? How many people are asking for this Avatar movie that they need a land for it? It's one movie,
dumb.
you know. Yeah. And what if these next 4 movies suck?
Yeah,
Is anyone gonna want to go to an Avatar world?
Nope, not me.
4 shitty movies after.
Actually,
that?
I hope they're great so people get the fuck out of Star Wars land so I can hang out there.
Yeah, trust me, no one's
one's
going
going
to
to.
leave. No one's giving up Star Wars
No.
land
Can
for
you imagine
Avatar.
how packed that's going to be for a year? It's not even going to be fun to go through.
Oh
the first
yeah, I
time.
know it's gonna be horrible, but I do want to go
But
that
I'm
fucking
going,
opening
yeah,
year.
exactly.
Yeah, I know, I do want to go that opening.
We
year.
should plan it, honestly.
It'd be
I
so
wanna go.
awesome. Yeah, it'd be awesome.
No doubt.
2019.
Yep. Next year.
It's taking them fucking forever.
A year from now,
Why?
it's May of next year.
Why are you not having guys working on that 24/7?
Okay, camera just stopped. I heard it beep.
Good.
Does that
Well,
mean it
that's the
stopped?
end.
Yeah, that means there's no more. Yeah.
Memory? You didn't
Memory.
delete the shit off there?
Nah, I forgot.
Oh fuck! Now we gotta upload that one.
That's okay. What? Upload what?
We gotta upload that one that we just did, and then delete everything so we can record the next one.
Oh no, I don't have to upload it. I'll just delete all the other footage that's on there. Just keep that.
Oh, whatever. I don't know stuff.
It's okay. We should wrap this up though. It's an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You gotta go. When?
Yeah, 5:30
Oh
ish.
crap. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Follow us on in our social media platforms.
Man,
A
these
little-
really got you
Yeah,
frazzled.
frazzled. Instagram. That's Have You Seen It and Have You Seen It News. Twitter. Seen It Podcast. Cash is on Twitter. That's just Cash. Michael Falk's on Twitter. What the Falk 63, and we are now on YouTube. So HYSI hashtag followed by whatever episode you're looking for.
And like it and review us on iTunes.
Yeah, that's really important. Please do that. We need more of that. So
Yeah.
if you like us, give us a review.
Yeah. Let us know what you thought about Avengers. Is that a Frodo?
It is a Frodo. How
did you
sick
get
is
that?
that this month in the loot crate?
Was
It's
it
the
a Lord of the,
creepiest Frodo doll?
what is it?
of
A
all
Lord of the
time.
Rings themed? Luke,
It was
or fantasy?
Artifact.
Artifact theme.
Ooh,
Yeah. It was cool, dude.
Alrighty.
This came in it too.
Yeah, that shirt came too, which is dope.
Nice. That is an awesome shirt. All right.
Alrighty. Until next time.
Bye.